Dr. Bansal, sir, will start in the next 3-4 minutes, sir. Can you switch on your camera also, sir?
Yeah.
Right, sir. So, sir, I'll just let you know the flow of the program once again. I start with a brief introduction, sir.
Yeah.
And then I hand over to my colleague Manju from marketing for sharing Mankind Pharma's corporate overview.
Good evening, sir.
Once she is done with that, I take the privilege and honor of introducing you as our chief guest.
Yeah.
And once I do that, I'll hand over the session to you for felicitating and paying homage to our COVID martyred doctors. तो मैं सर यहाँ से slides run करूँगा and you can just read it out from there, sir.
Okay.
Right, sir. And once we are done with that session, we have few family members from the doctor families. They will share their thoughts. Right. So Ritu, I think it's 4:58. We'll start in the next couple of minutes.
In 2 minutes.
Please stop sharing the slides. This page, Ritu, I'll share my slides now.
Yeah, like.
Ashutosh, please let me know once the slides are visible.
They're visible. Please make them full screen. Yeah.
Right, sir. With your permission, sir, we are starting. So good evening, respected doctors, seniors, family members, and relatives of our martyrs and colleagues. Mankind Pharma welcomes you all to this live session. We are in association with Dr. KK's Heart Care Foundation of India and IJCP. We would be paying our heartfelt tribute and homage to our COVID martyred doctors from Uttar Pradesh region. The Corona frontline warriors, including our doctors, nurses, and other paramedical staff, have led this battle against COVID-19. They have put their own lives at risk with selfless determination for saving the lives of millions across this nation. We truly salute this never-dying, selfless spirit of these heroes. The stories of our warriors are inspiring and heartbreaking at the same time. But before we move ahead with this session, I would invite my colleague from marketing, Ms. Manju, to share a brief corporate overview of Mankind. Over to you, Manju.
Thank you, Dr. Rajat. Good evening, everyone. Mankind Pharma began its journey in 1995, founded by the first generation of entrepreneurs, our Honorable Chairman, Mr. R.C. Juneja ji, with a vision of becoming the most admired pharma company in India. Keeping that vision in mind, today we are amongst the top 5 fastest growing pharma companies, with number 1 rank in terms of prescription and 4th in terms of top line revenue, which is nearing approximately 1 billion US dollar. As a reliable and responsible healthcare partner, we are committed to provide the best quality healthcare at an affordable price, keeping in mind per capita spending by Indians in healthcare. We have a strong supply chain that enables us to be present in every remote corner of the country. Launched in 1995, by 2008, we established our position as number 1 player in India as per prescription per doctor per month, with 53 brands placed in top 5 position, of which 21 were present in first position. Our significant achievement during the last few years have helped us to build an organization and infrastructure that has led us to spread the wings in global markets. In 2013, we started venturing into exports and international operations, whereas we launched our US operations in 2017, and in 2019, we got US FDA approval of our plants on finished dosage forms. Over the years, we have well represented ourselves in almost all major therapeutic segments with leadership position in many of them. We are amongst the top 5 pharma companies in anti-infective, gynecology and women healthcare, gastroenterology, cardiology, and endocrinology. Of late, we have been working very sincerely on some distinguished innovations in formulation and dosage forms for drug delivery. One of the main factors behind our success of being fastest growing company is also an operational excellence and strong supply chain, which enables us to reach the highest coverage of 600,000 pharmacies and 400,000 healthcare professionals with large field force of 14,000. Not only this, today Mankind has made a significant footprint in research and development. Mankind's R&D center is located in Manesar, Delhi NCR. This state-of-art research facility has a dedicated team of over 400 scientists involved in complex and innovative research. Some of our clinical research and biopharmaceutics capabilities include new drug discovery and research, advanced pharmacokinetic modeling and biostatistics, formulations and development, and clinical research. Our pipeline includes target for diabetes, arthritis, and NASH. I am happy to share that the preclinical studies of GPR119 agonist have shown better control over sitagliptin, and the molecule has now entered into phase 1 trial. On the front of COVID-19, Mankind research team is collaborating with Daewoo Pharmaceuticals from Korea to repurpose injectable niclosamide against COVID-19. Being the leading pharmaceutical company, Mankind has always inspired to recognize as top brand both in revenue and serving people through its CSR activities. Many of you might be aware that Mankind Pharma has been involved in country's fight against pandemic in several ways. Company has produced affordable medicines, donated ventilators, personal protective equipments to the states most badly affected, and during the initial stage of pandemic in the country, company donated 51 crore rupees to PM Care Fund. The employees too joined hand in the efforts by contributing 1 day's salary to the relief fund. After the onset of second wave, Mankind has pledged 100 crore rupees contribution for frontline warriors, including doctors, paramedical staff, chemists, police personnel, and their families. Mankind has already distributed 5,000 oxygen cylinders and 5,000 oxygen concentrator with approximate value of 40 crore for COVID patients. Mankind has also started 70-bed COVID-19 hospital in Gurugram to serve patients suffering from the disease. Dear doctors, it is with your patronage that Mankind has reached so far. Our endeavor to partner with healthcare providers like you will help us achieve the objective and mission of improved healthcare, not just in India, but in abroad as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Manju. And with this, let me have the honor and privilege of introducing our chief guest for this evening, Dr. M.K. Bansal. Dr. Bansal is not only a learned physician, but also a dynamic personality with many contributions to the society. Starting his career in 1977, he attained the third rank in CPMT and joined LLRM Medical College, Meerut. He worked as a medical officer in CGHS and later started practicing in Meerut. In 1999, he was awarded the best secretary in UP and at national level while working for IMA. In 2010, he was awarded the best president while working for IMA Meerut branch. Currently, he is working as the president IMA UP state, and he is also a member of COVID-19 advisory board for Uttar Pradesh state. He is also working as president for Baba Ogarnath Shiv Temple, and he is also a trustee of Annapurna Charitable Hospital and member of various other associations, and has worked relentlessly for the upliftment of the society. Welcome, sir.
Rajat.
Yeah, welcome to our session, sir. It is a privilege to have you with us. And I would now request our chief guest, Dr. Bansal, to felicitate and pay tribute to our martyrs. Over to you, sir.
Okay, Rajat. Thank you, Mankind and late Dr. K.K. Agrawal, Heart Care Foundation of India, and IJCP for inviting me and making me a part of this noble event to pay heartfelt tributes to our COVID martyrs, who are the real hero in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. I really appreciate Mankind and late Dr. K.K. Agrawal Heart Care Foundation from the bottom of my heart for their endeavors towards such a noble cause of humanity. My heart weeps with the unrepairable loss of our fellow practitioners along with their families. I hope this noble gesture will provide some support to their families members. I would like to pray to Almighty God for granting eternal peace to the departed soul and the strength to their family members and entire medical fraternity for this unbearable loss. I would also like to ask for the eternal support and blessings of Almighty for keeping us safe and healthy amongst this pandemic. With this, I would request Dr. Rajat to proceed with the
Sir. Right,
event.
sir. Right, sir. I'll share the profile of our first COVID martyr doctor.
That's Shiv Prakash Bharadwaj from Agra, consultant chest physician and bronchoscopist with 13 years of service. He was awarded the certificates of achievement in honor of outstanding commitment and support in the battle against allergy in April 2021. He was an expert treasurer of Taj Nagari Development Association, TPA, for 2019 and 2021. Comments from his family: his absence has created a void which cannot be filled. Dr. Manoj Chaturvedi from Firozabad, an eminent doctor with 32 years of experience. He was associated with many charitable and social organizations like Bharatiya Lok Kalyan and Soldiers of Society. Financially weak patients were given free consultation in his OPD. He used to organize all India level Chaturvedi cricket tournament every year in Firozabad. Comments from his family: good human beings, and his absence has created a void which cannot be filled. Vijay Kumar Singh from Kanpur. To know him was to love him. He had a charming personality was a great listener and empathetic to the concern of his patients. Known for his excellent diagnostic skill and had a strong grasp over respiratory medicine, diabetes, and hypertension. He was a part of various conferences and concerts on courses relating to prevention and management of diabetes and cardiovascular disease. He not only focused on treating the patient, but also comprehensive on including habits and is a healthy lifestyle. He went out of his way to educate pupils about the government's Poshan Yojana for tuberculosis patients. He did more than this part on road to elimination of TB in India. He was also an avid support of many cancer organizations and contributions both in cash and kind to Indian Cancer Society. It is right said that not all heroes wear caps. In the midst of the novel corona pandemic, the rest real heroes wear scraps. Comments from his family. My father was an affable Scot with a vivid sense of humor and a gist of life. Conversation with him were always meaningful and rewarding. The first thing that anybody ever observed about him was his deep, healthy gesture. Whenever he entered a room, he filled in with his missing persona, and he found healthy laughter. It was an honor knowing him so closely. He led a life worth remembering and inspiring many to follow his footsteps. I remember him says that he wanted to help patients till his last breath, and we wrote his last prescription 5 minutes before leaving the home as he was being admitted to the hospital. He served humanity till the very end. If I would only become 1% of man, I would consider myself blessed. In the end, I would like to thank Mankind Pharma for taking out times to host this Martyred felicitation programs. Okay. Dr. Vinay Kumar Sharma from Muzaffarnagar, head of Department of Microbiology with 43 years of services. Served Indian Army for 34 years. Extremely hard-working with zeal for perfection of work without motive. Comments from his family: a soldier, a doctor, and a saint who went down fighting as a COVID warrior with this regard to his own safety and comfort. Ajay Bansal from Agra had the position of director with 46 years of services. First laparoscopy surgeon of Agra. He was a philanthropic by heart and created a hospital for serving humanity, a selfless human being or contributed to society. Received the ESCON Surgeon Award. Comments from his family: it is hard warming gesture from company, and we are pleased that mankind recognized the contributions of doctors towards society at large. Dr. Yuvraj Garg, Dhampur, retired additional chief medical officers with 45 years in service, ex-president IMA Dhampur, took part in multiple healthcare camps in rural areas, managed complete vaccination even in hostile villages for pulse polio, improved government healthcare conditions in CHC and PSC Dhampur, increasing the patient's footfall from 5 to 8 per day to 200 plus. Had a very positive attitude, patients to listen and understand the patient's problem, keeping patient's treatment on first priority, not the fees. Comments from his family. This is great step towards the families of such doctors who have devoted their lives to the well-being of the society. It gives a ray of hope and comfort to us that he and his services will be remembered even after him. Thank you, Mankind Pharma Limited. Dr. Rajeev Kumar Sharma from Muzaffarnagar had the position of professor and head with 19 years of service. He was a very good teacher for his students. He was a very good human being and a compassionate person, always helpful. As a doctor, he gave free consultation. Shiv Singh from Agra, senior consultant with 30 years of practice. He was of a very helping and caring nature and very sincere towards his duty. Contributed significantly to DOTS program, Agra, and Pulse Polio Abhiyan in Bansal. Comments from his family: good, very appreciable and helpful act. Rakesh, Ranjan, Gupta, Kasimpur, Aligarh. Private practitioners with 41 years of practice from 1980 to 2021. He was an amazing and dedicated doctor. He joined the healthcare camps in the villages around the area. His clinic was open 7 days a week, irrespective of any festival or public holidays. He used to have medicines dispensing of generic medicines, including in his consultations at a very nominal rate. He would often give free consultations and medicines to the needy. When he was faced with the role-related conflict during pandemic between protecting his own health and safety and providing patients care, he chose the latter, means patient first. He paid attention to the psychological aspects of patients as well. He assured that services of the clinic go on without any interruption. He attended his patients remotely even when he was ill and hospitalized. Family physician relationship. He would visit patients immediately at their home, even in odd hours of the day, and provide a holistic approach towards the treatment. He also contributed to the uplifting of educational facilities in the area by attaching himself with the Saraswati Vidya Mandir. He was the chairman of the management committee and provided scholarships. Comments from his family. Mankind is doing a commendable job at honoring the frontline doctors who gave up their lives while serving the humanity. We hear the word hero a lot these days, typically about frontline health care workers, doctors, nurses, and emergency medics who bravely show up every day to fight the coronavirus. But helping the grieving families and actually honoring the doctor in the best way to felicitate them with the various hardship and challenges the physician's family has to go through during this situation. It is the best way to salute. Yogesh Kumar Tyagiji, Budhana, Muzaffarnagar. He owned Tyagi Clinic with 44 years of practice. Practiced his whole life with minimum fee or no fee. Hospital admissions were free of cost. He devoted his whole life for services of humanity. He was very kind-hearted and soft-spoken. Comments from his family. He spent his whole life living for others and died doing his services to help poor patients. Late Dr. Ajay Kumar, Sahajapur, Bareilly, medical officer in CHC, Jaipur, worked day and night helping his patients even when in ICU. At that time, also helped his patients. He was dear to everyone, batchmates and juniors called him Guruji because of his immensely helping nature. Comments from his family. We are very thankful to Mankind team, also Dr. Dharmanand Nath, who supported us. Ratan Seth Kapoor, Agra. Pediatrician and private practitioner with 32 years of practice. Very helpful personality. IMA President Agra received IMA Millennium CME 2000 award. Comments from his family, appreciable and supportive. Dr. Vikas Narayan, Bareilly. Pediatrician with 17 years of practice, good human being and always helped others. Good pediatrician and rock star of IMA Bareilly. Comments from his family, miss you always, thanks Mankind. Dr. Subhas Vikas Narayan.
So we have one more doctor added, Dr. Vivek Arora.
Dr. Vivek Arora, Sahibabad, Ghaziabad, an eminent doctor with 25 plus years of service, a multi-talented personality and gold medalist. Dr. Subhas Singh, Varanasi, medical officer with 41 years of practice, always conducted free OPD in his village. He was famous in patients for his kind nature. Comments from his family, appreciate Mankind for such activities. These losses of our fellows practitioners are irreparable and irreplaceable, but we can always provide our support to their families by any means of our efforts, whatever little it may be. Long live humanity. Thank you, mankind.
Thank you so much, sir, for paying homage and tribute to our COVID martyrs. And as Mother Teresa rightly said, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. So this is one such event which will create many such ripples for the future. So with this, I'll stop sharing my screen. But now I would, we have with us family members and relatives of our COVID martyred doctors and heroes. And I would invite them one by one to share their thoughts with us today. So first of all, I would like to invite Mr. Ashish Bansal, who is the son of Dr. Ajay Bansal. Mr. Ashish, if you could please unmute yourself, Ashish, and please share your thoughts with us. Ashish, please unmute yourself. आशीष आप म्यूट पे हैं, आप प्लीज अनम्यूट करिए अपने आप। हाँ जी,
हाँ मैंने अनम्यूट कर दिया, सॉरी। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक mankind to create this platform, and it's a really heartwarming gesture that mankind has actually recognized the contribution which COVID warrior doctors have given to the society. I think it is really a societal cause for which the company has come forward. Of course, it is a irreparable loss for us as a family, and I believe for the society also. Since my dad, Dr. Ajay Bansal, he was considered to be the first laparoscopic surgeon for the Agra region itself. He started the laparoscopic surgery in November 1992. And I think a few months before the surgery was introduced to India. He was a great surgeon and was a great man as such, always ready to help anyone who was there in the need. So as in family and as in society, it's a big loss to all of us. But then I think creating such kind of platforms and giving such I would say reward and recognizing the people who are doing good job in the society, it's a real appreciable effort from the mankind. So I thank the company for coming forward and recognizing families and doctors and their families for serving the society. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashish, so much for sharing thoughts with us, for your father and also for the COVID martyrs as a whole. We truly salute your father's sacrifice and your spirit. I would now request Mrs. Bhavna Sharma, who is the wife of late Dr. Rajeev Kumar Sharma. Mrs. Bhavna, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, Mrs. Bhavna, please, if we could also see you, that would be great. But I think you are audible, so you can go. Okay. We cannot see you as of now. If you can switch on your camera, Bhavna ji.
Okay.
Bhavna ji, you are again on mute. So I think your voice is audible. So we can listen you clearly. So if you could share your thoughts with us. Yes, we can see you as well now. Please unmute yourself, Bhavna ji. Yes. You are again muted. You are muted, Bhavna ji. Yes, now it is fine.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, Bhavna ji, you're audible.
Okay. I am very thankful to Mankind Pharma for recognizing the contribution of doctors towards the society. It is a very big step, and I think others can follow in the future. And it is a very good gesture of recognition of the contribution of doctors. As for my husband, late Dr. Rajeev Kumar Sharma, he was the HOD and professor in the pharmacology department in Muzaffarnagar Medical College. And he was a very good hearted human being, very compassionate, always ready to help his students. And he also gave consultation without charging any fees. And he was never desirous of any monetary gains from his knowledge. And it is a very big loss for us as well as for uh, our near and dear ones. And I'm very thankful to Mankind Pharma once again for recognizing his efforts as a doctor. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavna ji, for sharing your thoughts. I would now invite Miss Purva Sharma, who is the daughter of Dr. Colonel Vinay Kumar Sharma ji. Purva, yes.
Good evening, everyone. I want to thank Team Mankind for felicitating my father, late Colonel Dr. Vinay Kumar Sharma. At least there is someone who thought of paying tribute to the COVID warriors. Dr. Sharma was indeed a role model as he did not care about his safety and comfort and worked without a motive. He had many comorbidities, but he still thought of working for the patients without caring of working about his health. His one lung was already fibrosed, and he had only one functional lung along with diabetes, hypertension, and was allergic to many drugs. He served Army Medical Corps for 34 years and retired on 31st December 2011. Then he joined Muzaffarnagar Medical College and Hospital as professor of microbiology with effect from 2nd Jan 2012 till 2nd May 2021. He wanted to work till the last day of his life, and he did it. He went to college till 15th April 2021. Same day at midnight, he came to know that he is COVID positive. Indeed, he was a soldier, a doctor, and a saint who went down fighting as a COVID warrior.
Thank you. Yes, Purva, you want to say something? Yeah, thank you so much, Purva, for sharing thoughts for your father. I think we all understand that it is irreparable loss for you and for the society at large. But let us try that his sacrifices do not go in vain, and we salute him once again. So I would now request Mr. Ankit Garg, who is the son of Dr. Yuvraj Garg. So Ankit, are you there with us?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ankit.
I hope you can see me.
Yes, you are audible, Ankit. Please.
Great. First of all, thank you, Dr. Singhal, for setting up this, I would say, this conference, this meeting. It's a great effort from Mankind to support the doctors who have supported the society during this pandemic time. If I talk about my father, he has spent all his life and for the patients. It's not just his profession, it was his passion to cure the patients, to help the needies. As far as this COVID part is concerned, this pandemic time is concerned, I would request all of the family members, all the doctors, all the senior rank holders of IMA, not just help the doctors after what has happened, but also help and create an awareness in the society. I believe Mankind is already doing a lot of things for that. But yes, only Mankind will not be enough. Every single person has to create awareness. So I am doing my bit, probably a very small bit. But then, yeah, I believe that if everyone is doing their bit, definitely in the coming time, we'll have much better uh, results, and we will have much better resources to fight the COVID and fight the pandemic. At the end, it's a great effort from mankind. I'm really, really thankful to mankind for honoring and for recognizing the efforts, the services the doctors have given to the society. I hope mankind will keep on doing such great work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ankit. Your thoughts are really, we all need to ponder on this, that only contribution from mankind would probably not be enough for a secure and a bright future. So we definitely need, each one of us need to contribute. Thank you so much, Ankit. And I would now invite Miss Arushi Singh. Arushi is the daughter of, excuse me, Dr. Vinay Kumar Singh ji.
Hello, sir. Good evening to one and all. I would like to point out that not all heroes wear capes, and amidst the pandemic, I think the real heroes wear scrubs. I would like to begin by acknowledging the sacrifice of all the frontline workers during the pandemic who have, instead of looking out for their own families, are looking after the welfare of the society at large. My father, Dr. Vijay Kumar Singh, was an affable soul. He loved his profession, and he always wanted to help patients till the very end. Just before he was about to be admitted, he was looking after patients. He had an amazing, charming personality, and always said that one should always live a life one should be remembered with. And he emphasized enough the importance of being humble throughout. I would like to thank Mankind Pharma for taking such a noble initiative to honor all these outstanding human beings who thought about public at large rather than themselves. And in these testing times, you, Mankind Pharma, have taken steps wherein you have supported the families of these warriors and paid homage to people who actually did something about it. You have shown that Mankind Pharma truly stands for mankind. And in the end, I would like to extend my gratitude and sincere thanks to Mankind for your unconditional support. Thank you.
Thank you, Arishi, for your nice words. And we once again pay tribute to your father and to all the COVID martyrs who have done supreme sacrifice during this COVID period and at large. So I would now invite Miss Shalini Singh, who is the daughter of late Dr. Shivram Singh ji. Shalini, are you there? Yes.
Yes, sir, I'm here. I would love to speak in Hindi because मेरे पापा जो थे
नहीं आप बिल्कुल आप हिंदी में बोलिए, हम आपको we would love to hear that language only.
जी, मेरे पापा बिल्कुल डाउन टू अर्थ थे, वो बहुत ही सिंपल पर्सन थे और उन्होंने अपनी जो मेडिकल लाइफ थी वो स्टार्ट करी थी एसएन मेडिकल कॉलेज से, जो कि आगरा में है, और उन्होंने अपनी जो लास्ट ब्रीड थी वो भी एसएन मेडिकल कॉलेज में ही ली, क्योंकि मैं वहां पे जब पापा मेरे आए थे तो उनको कोविड जब
शालिनी आपकी आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है।
पे गए, अटेंडेंस लगाई, उसके बाद उन्होंने जब देखा तो उन्होंने बोला कि आप जाके चेक करवाइए। फिर जब पापा ने चेक करवाया तो वो कोरोना पॉजिटिव निकले और वो घर पे आए, उस टाइम भी वो पेशेंट्स को देख रहे थे अपने। और पापा ने जो है मेरा हमेशा से बस एक बात कही थी, नेकी का दरिया में डाल, और उन्होंने वही करा, हमेशा पेशेंट्स को देखा अपने, और उसके बाद में अपनी फैमिली को देखा, और उन्हें अपनी लाइफ में सिर्फ और सिर्फ अपनी जो उनका कैरियर था बस वही देखा कि हाँ ठीक है हम अपने पेशेंट को पहले देखें, क्योंकि उनके संग एक बार हुआ था इंसिडेंट कि उन्होंने उनके पापा जो थे उनको कि मैं डॉक्टर ने नहीं देखा था, बस इसी रीजन की वजह से वो डॉक्टर बने और उन्होंने कभी भी किसी पेशेंट को बिना देखे नहीं जाने दिया। तो वो
I think we lost Shalini due to some network issue. Shalini, are you there with us? Okay, we'll come once again to
वो
Shalini.
जो थे जिस तरीके से अनकंडीशनली अपने जो सर्विस थे वो दे रहे थे, अपनी तरीके से हम लोग के काफी ज्यादा हेल्पफुल है, क्योंकि इस टाइम पे हम लोग के पास कोई ज्यादा सपोर्ट नहीं है, और मैनकाइंड जो है वो हमें जो एक अमाउंट सपोर्ट दे रहा है वो हमारे लिए काफी ज्यादा हेल्पफुल रहेगा, हमारे फ्यूचर के लिए भी हेल्पफुल रहेगा और हमारी फैमिली के लिए भी हेल्पफुल रहेगा, कि इस टाइम जो है हम फाइनेंशियली भी इतना ज्यादा सपोर्ट नहीं होता है किसी का जो मैनकाइंड दे रहा है। हम लोग के जो पैसे वगैरह होते हैं वो भी इस टाइम इलाज में खत्म हो गए। जिस टाइम पे मेरे पापा एडमिट थे उस टाइम पे ऑक्सीजन बेड जो है वो भी अवेलेबल नहीं थे, बट ऐसे मेडिकल कॉलेज में क्योंकि उन्होंने वहाँ पे अपनी सर्विसेज दी थी तो वहाँ पे उन्हें बेड अवेलेबल हो गया, और हम लोगों का ये दुर्भाग्य है कि हम अपने पापा के पैसे उनके ऊपर भी नहीं खर्च कर पाए, क्योंकि वहाँ पे उस टाइम प्राइवेट में जो है इतनी कंडीशन खराब थी कि ऑक्सीजन जो थी वो तक नहीं मिल रही थी, और हमारे पापा को जो है इस तरीके से बहुत ज्यादा ही बुरी कंडीशन में जो हमारे पापा ने अपने करा, और पापा ने जितना भी कुछ किया है उसके लिए मैनकाइंड ने जो ये एक अमाउंट दिया है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा हेल्पफुल रहेगा और सबके लिए हेल्पफुल रहेगा, और ये जो मैनकाइंड का गेस्चर है काफी ज्यादा अप्रिशिएटेड है और काफी ज्यादा हेल्पफुल भी है। थैंक यू।
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपके विचार सुन के. Now I would like to invite Mr. Bal Mukund ji. He is the father of Dr. Subhash Chandra Singh ji. बाल मुकुंद जी, आप हैं हमारे साथ?
मेरी आवाज आपको मिल रही है?
आपकी आवाज आ रही है पर हम आपको देख नहीं पा रहे हैं अभी. हाँ जी, हम देख सकते हैं आप. हाँ जी, देख सकते हैं सर.
जी जी, मैं फादर इन लॉ हूँ डॉक्टर सुभाष चंद्र का. सुभाष चंद्र मेरे सबसे नजदीकी, चूंकि मेरे पास उस लड़की के लिए सब कुछ वही थे, तो मेरे वो बड़े नजदीकी रहे. इत्तेफाक ये रहा कि वो भी मेरठ कॉलेज से ही पढ़े हुए थे, और यहाँ जो उनकी पोस्टिंग थी वो बड़ी अच्छी थी, यहीं बगल में बनारस में बोला.
हाँ जी.
पेंडेमिक में उनकी स्थिति खराब हुई, और हम लोग अपने जितने भी प्रयास हो सकते थे, प्रयास के बावजूद भी भगवान हम लोगों को सफलता नहीं दिया, और हम लोग उनको नहीं बचा पाए, क्योंकि अभी उनकी एज 42 की थी, लगभग 42 की. उनके 2 छोटे बच्चे हैं और मेरी बेटी है, तो उनके केयर के लिए हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं, और ऐसे समय में आपकी जो सहायता है वो हमारे बहुत काम की रही है, और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये प्रयास आपका जो मैनकाइंड का है ये उत्तरोत्तर होता रहे, आपका विकास भी होता रहे, और इससे जो हेल्पफुल लोग हैं उनको थोड़ा हेल्प मिलती है. ये पेंडेमिक कोविड-19 का ऐसा था, मेरी पूरी फैमिली इसमें डिस्टर्ब थी, सभी के सभी लोग पॉजिटिव थे, हम सब लोग हॉस्पिटल से किसी तरीके से वापस हुए. तो इसमें मैनकाइंड का जो सहयोग रहा, अभी वाराणसी यूनिट्स के सभी लोग आए थे, तो उन लोगों ने जो हम कहा कि आपको ये सुविधाएं भी मिलती रहेंगी, बड़ा अच्छा लगा सुन करके. लेकिन दुर्भाग्य ये रहा कि जिस समय हम लोग उस फेज से गुजर रहे थे तो बड़ी जो हार्ड सिचुएशंस थी उसको फेस किया, चाहे ऑक्सीजन हो, चाहे रेमडेसिविर दवा हो, चाहे जो हो, जिनके लिए हम बहुत दौड़ना पड़ा. तो हम लोग उम्मीद भी यही करेंगे कि अगला जो स्टेप हो, अगर मान लीजिए दुर्भाग्य बस 3rd वेव आती है, तो मैनकाइंड उसमें कितना सहयोग आम लोगों का कर पाती है, ये देखने वाली बात रहेगी, और हम लोग उसके लिए शुक्रगुजार रहेंगे कि कितने लोगों को आप इतनी अच्छी सर्विस दे लेते हैं. दूसरा, आपका जो ये प्रयास है, ये प्रयास बहुत अच्छा है, उससे आप संपर्क में आ रहे हैं और हम लोगों को अपनी व्यथा कहने का एक स्टेज मिल रहा है. बहुत खराब परिस्थितियों से 2nd वेव जो था उससे हम लोग गुजरे हैं, किसी तरीके से ये हुआ, और इनकी डॉक्टर सुभाष की जो डेथ हुई वो हम लोगों के लिए बिल्कुल ही मतलब उसको हम लोग शब्दों में बयान नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि वही उस फैमिली के लिए एक तरीके से सब कुछ थे, और फैमिली पूरी की पूरी डिस्टर्ब हो गई. तो ऐसे सभी लोगों के साथ हुआ है. मैं नहीं समझता कि जितने लोग जिनसे आप बात करिएगा उसमें शायद ही कोई ऐसा मिले जो ये कहे कि नहीं मेरे कोई नियरेस्ट या कोई नजदीकी इससे प्रभावित नहीं. हर जगह ये स्थिति रही है, आप लोग परिचित हैं, लेकिन आपका ये प्रयास बहुत ही अच्छा है, और इस मैं अपने किसी स्वार्थ के लिए नहीं कह रहा, लेकिन ये पब्लिक एट लार्ज के लिए बहुत अच्छी चीज है। आपकी कंपनी, आपका ये व्यवहार हम लोगों को बहुत अच्छा लगा। हमने कोई प्रयास नहीं किया था, आपने स्वतः हमको वो संपर्क किया, और संपर्क करने के बाद उसमें हमें कुछ मदद ही की। इससे अच्छा क्या हो।
थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपके विचार सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगा। नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट मिसेस रश्मि कपूर, शी इज द वाइफ ऑफ डॉक्टर RS कपूर।
हेलो,
यस
आपको
मैम,
मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
आ रही है मैडम, आ रही है।
मैं रश्मि कपूर, वाइफ ऑफ डॉक्टर RS कपूर। डॉक्टर RS कपूर ने सारी अपना कम से कम 32 ईयर से वो आगरा में प्रैक्टिस कर रहे थे और मरीजों को अपनी सेवाएं दे रहे थे, और वो IMA के प्रेसिडेंट भी चुने, और उन्होंने डॉक्टरों IMA से साथ जुड़कर हमेशा डॉक्टरों के हित के लिए काम किया। इस कोरोना की सेकंड वेव में अप्रैल के महीने में वो कोरोना पॉजिटिव हो गए। उस समय ऑक्सीजन का इतना क्राइसिस चल रहा था, हम लोग भागे भागे इधर उधर गए, परंतु कोई उनको डॉक्टर साहब को बचा ना सके। हमारी फैमिली, हमारे बच्चे इस मतलब दौर से गुजरे, इतनी हालत खराब हो गई कि मैं क्या करूं। परंतु मैं मैनकाइंड फार्मा का एक बात कहना चाहती हूँ कि जब डॉक्टर वर्क करते हैं तो सभी कंपनियां उनके आगे पीछे घूमती रहती हैं कि डॉक्टर साहब हमारी दवाइयां लिखिए, हमारा ये करिए। परंतु इस दौर में जब डॉक्टर साहब नहीं रहे, मैनकाइंड फार्मा हमारे परिवार के साथ खड़ी रही। ये एक बहुत ही सम्मानीय कार्य है, इसके लिए मैं मैनकाइंड फार्मा को धन्यवाद देती हूँ। और पैसे की बात नहीं होती, उन्होंने मरने के बाद, जिंदा रहते तो सब तो पूछते हैं, पर मरने के बाद डॉक्टर को इतना सम्मान दिया, उनकी फैमिली को सम्मान दिया और एक चेक दिया, ये वो बधाई के पात्र हैं। मैनकाइंड फार्मा एक ऐसी कंपनी थी कि मेरे हस्बैंड जब अपना पर्चा लिखते थे, प्रिस्क्रिप्शन, तो मैं देखती थी कम से कम 90% दवाइयां मैनकाइंड की ही होती थी, और 90% दवाइयां, कभी कभी तो 100% दवाइयां मैनकाइंड की ही होती थी। तो मैनकाइंड ने इतनी जल्दी ग्रो करके सब तरफ अपना, पूरे इंडिया में और विदेशों में भी अपना नाम कमा लिया, ये भी एक बधाई की पात्र है। और मैं आगे यही कहूंगी कि मैनकाइंड इसी तरह लोगों की सहायता रहे और डॉक्टरों के परिवार से जुड़ी रहे, इतना ही मैं कहना चाहूंगी। और एक बार फिर वंस अगेन मैनकाइंड फार्मा को हमारी तरफ से इस चेक के लिए और इस डॉक्टर को और हमारी फैमिली को ये सम्मान देने के लिए धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू रश्मि जी, अपने थॉट शेयर करने के लिए। आई थिंक अगर और भी कोई फैमिली मेंबर जुड़ा हुआ है हमसे, क्योंकि मेरे पास और कोई नाम नहीं है, अगर कोई और जुड़ा है हमारे साथ तो प्लीज अपने थॉट शेयर कर सकता है। Yes, Parul, I can see.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, please.
My father, late Dr. YK Tyagi, he was practicing in Burhana, and as a gentleman, abhi unhone bola ki we did not reach out to anyone, and it was mankind who reached us. This is the main consolation and recognition that you all are giving us. It's the main thing in these COVID times, and it's very, I cannot express in words that it was a very nice gesture on your part that you all reached out to us and you all helped us so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
There are so many families जिनके पास financial problems हैं, और क्योंकि COVID ने उनकी सारी चीजें खत्म कर दी हैं, and this amount that you all have given to them, it's appreciable. Apart from being a great father, my father, Dr. YK Tyagi, he was a very nice human being. जैसा मैं सबकी सुन रही हूँ, जिस तरीके से सब लोग कह रहे हैं कि my father was great, और इसको सुनकर मुझे लगा हम लोग बहुत grief में थे, we were grieving for our father. लेकिन सबकी बातें सुनकर मुझे ऐसा लगा that this doctor's profession, it requires you, अभी भी it requires you कि amidst of that all these जो ये pandemic चल रहा था कि you have to gear up and you have to go and do your duty. I think for that, for recognizing these things and for recognizing us, I think we thank mankind for coming and lending your support to all these, to all of us. Thank you, Mankind. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam, for sharing your thoughts. And with this, we have come to the end of this very, very important session. More than any important webinar, this is one of the best sessions and most important sessions for us and everyone. So before we close, I would request Dr. M.K. Bansal, sir, for any closing remarks.
I really appreciate Mankind and late Dr. K.K. Agarwal, Heart Care Foundation, from my bottom of my heart for their endorse towards such a noble cause of humanity, for helping the families of COVID martyrs. I am very thankful to Mankind Pharma and Mr. Juneda sir. I am very thankful.
Thank you so much, sir, for your closing remarks. So before we close, I would once again pay my homage and fromage from the entire group of Mankind to all the martyrs. We truly salute them for their supreme sacrifice which they have made for the society at large. And I also thank all the doctors who have joined in for this session, all the family members and relatives of our martyrs who have joined. Thank you, one and all. We will end this session here.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.